I try to shout it from the rooftops, but no one ever seems to want to listen.
Well, hello, you wonderful mother truckers, and welcome to another video. Right, so, as always, I'm the one to blame, because I keep bringing your attention to these things that are happening. The things that the media and the authorities just want to turn blind eyes to. Because, as I've said in previous videos, it's easier to ignore that and blame the people who bring it to people's attention, because then you haven't actually got to deal with the problem. It's easier to deal with me than it is the major issue. Now, a couple of videos coming up, and this is in Sheffield. So let's just get it in position. So this is on Woodburn Road in Sheffield, and I'm just going to play this video. This is something that you won't see on mainstream media, and you won't see the authorities talking about it. But let's just have a quick look at this. Only 54 seconds long, and if you're watching YouTube, this is for reporting purposes. No sound, I'm afraid, on this one. So what you got here is a pitched battle. It looks like loads of members of Alan's Stack Bar smacking the crap out of each other with weapons, sticks, and God knows what else. Now this is broad daylight in Sheffield, Woburn Road. It's on. Another vehicle pulls up, and it looks like, oh, out comes another one. They're all all joining in. How is and this nothing? Yeah, there's a guy now, two guys, one seriously injured on the floor, and no one's going anywhere. I mean, some of them are wearing high-vis vests, which makes me think maybe members of a protest. But there's literally a guy who's just been beaten. Hopefully, he's still alive. But again, the media, they won't cover this, because it's just inconvenient to them. And then, literally, the same city, Sheffield, this now at 3 a.m. in the morning. Not sure the name of the road. No information was given for when the road is or where it is. But this was at 3 a.m. in Sheffield.
One here.
That looks like members of attacking some white people in a club, I think. Let's just go a bit further forward, because there are people white guys wearing shirts. So God knows what happened there. There's a pitched battle going on. Judging by the posturing, these guys look like security staff or Hell's Angels, actually. That looks like a Hell's Angels bag. So there's now a big ruckus going on here. This is Sheffield. Okay, this is Sheffield. But this could be Birmingham, London, Manchester, Leeds, Bradford, Liverpool, all the major cities all over the UK. This is the kind of shit that goes down every single day, every single night, and you hear nothing of it. Unless somebody manages to get it and put it on X or on their own channels, you're completely unaware of it. This is how bad things are getting in this country. Lawlessness, gangs roaming the street, kicking the shit out of each other. No response. Media denying that, or not even talking about it, because they just daren't, because they won't admit the fact that the UK has a huge, huge problem, and they're just ignoring it. Yeah, so again, to the ostrich brigade, who just spend their lives with their heads buried in the sand, pretending shit like this doesn't happen. Every day, every week, every month, especially in major cities. And I live literally just down the road from Birmingham city centre. I'm not far from Birmingham. Okay? It's not far away at all. Every day, every week, every month, it's getting more and more dangerous. I've had a report of a house not far from where I live, where an old lady's house was broken into, and they were looking for the keys to the car, which was actually the next door neighbours. And she had to lock herself in a bedroom to save herself from them while they were looking for the keys to the car she didn't own. A fair few years ago, a guy parked his BMW outside my house, and I had 7 guys trying to come up over my fence to nick the keys to the BMW that I didn't own. And that was what? That was before lockdown. That was a fair few years ago. It's got way worse than that. Back then, I stood my ground and defended my property. Unfortunately, the police did actually manage to turn up, and but they ran before the police came. But the simple truth of the matter is, that was then. Nowadays, I wouldn't stand out here and try and. I'd have to stay inside my house, because nowadays it'd be horrendous. But it just shows you crime is on the up. It's like shoplifting is on the way up. You know, we got to deal with shoplifting, but they just don't. They just don't do anything. What they'll do is make it, in the end, they'll just lower and lower and lower until it's, I mean, it's what I think is, you have to nick over 250 quid's worth of stuff before it becomes a criminal offence. Soon it'll be 300, then it'll be 400. Because instead of, like, again, another problem, like I keep talking about, instead of dealing with the actual problem, we'll just reduce everything to make it easier so we can pretend it's not happening. How much longer are we all going to live with our heads in the sand? That's governments, police organisations, and the general public. How long are you going to sit with your heads in the sand and pretend that this crap isn't happening and it isn't getting worse? Because the longer you keep your head in the sand, the worse it gets. And then you'll stick your head up at the sand, see someone like me doing a video and call me everything under the sun and have a go at me because I had the audacity to go, there's a problem here. Why aren't we addressing it? Because that's what it's all about. That's what this channel's all about. This is why I talk out. Your slurs, your insults mean nothing anymore. Yeah, because you can keep trying to shoot the messenger because you don't want to deal with the message. It's as simple as that. We are collapsing. This society, this country, in fact, Western society on a whole, is collapsing. And the main reason is because those of you who continue to sit there with your heads in the sand, keep pretending nothing is happening, and keep sniping at those people who are prepared to stand up and say it. And we're not doing it for division. We're not doing it to sow hate. What we're trying to do is get people to wake up to the fact there's a problem, rally around this wonderful flag here, and stand up to it. Enough now. Because if you don't, and you continue to have a go at little people like me having a little go and saying, look at this, trying to show you it, look, and you don't want to listen, eventually it'll get that bad that it'll eventually come knocking on your door, and then it'll be too late. Any case, with that, I'm done. So, until the next one.